3-year wait is a long time. But with Invincible, season 1 was absolutely phenomenal. It was unpredictable, intense, and very just like different than what I was used to. So this gave me patience. I knew that whatever was coming was worth it. Pause. And what eventually did materialize for season 2 was nothing short of excellent, and it completely left the door open to blow our minds in the future. After some feedback, I'm going to use the same metric as last time, where I give my thoughts on the story, characters, visuals, and music. Please let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions. Starting off in a foreign dimension was a great change of pace. It had me and all my friends confused. We're like, wait, what? Mark isn't bad. What's going on here? It really made me feel like the universe was a lot larger than I previously believed. I think this was exactly what they wanted, given that they introduced their quote-unquote Kang the Conqueror person with Angsham leaving. Right off the bat, there was more brutal nature to the season, and I believe that this was a common theme that was found throughout the rest of it. For example, Eve getting her neck cooked, Alan getting dismembered, his eye just floating in space is nasty work, and Rex having his arm split in half. But just like season 1, there were multiple plot lines developing at once, and this was kind of reminiscent of Marvel's Infinity War and Endgame for me. Shout out my favorite movies. And I feel like this really just keeps it entertaining to the reader, because you get favorite storylines that you really want to get back to. And although it does make other parts slower, it does just like keep you on your toes because you don't know what the episode's gonna cover. I truly felt that most events were unpredictable, except Mark and Amber breaking up. I mean, I love a good biracial couple, don't get me wrong, but just from a story standpoint, this wasn't it, and I felt like it was a great choice by the writers to snip, you feel me? Because I feel like it really gives more. I feel like at some point it was kind of holding Mark back, and it made us get more and more annoyed with Amber. I know she cut a lot of slack from season 1, and they definitely gave her a lot better writing in season 2, but it was time. What they did well this season was really giving each character a large change from their season 1 selves. I think that a beautiful story arc for everyone makes it even more interesting and allows you to really sympathize and empathize with the different individuals. So for example, Rex, Debbie, and really all of the characters. And I think that we really need to shout out the voice acting. I mean, J.K. Simmons always hits, from Spider-Man to this, to everything else he's been in. And then Steven Yeun did absolutely incredible. That's the Invincible voice actor. He really showed his range of emotion. He did everything this season, literally everything. And as I said earlier, with multiple storylines, there are so many more characters for us to either support or hate, and it really adds that breadth and depth for the viewer, because you're seeing so much more of the universe on an intergalactic scale, literally. And although I hated him, Angsham Levy was such a big bonus to the show. It really gave everyone someone to start sympathizing with, literally in the first scene of the show. And then by the end of the show, if you like him, there's something wrong with you. You know, we despise him, we hated him. I mean, what he was doing to Mark's family, stop it. Anyone would have done what Mark did, I'm not gonna lie. And I think that this is very comparable to Kang the Conqueror in Marvel, but yet Invincible did it a million times better. I mean, he literally was actually scary and horrific. Every time he was on the camera, you were worried that someone was gonna get clapped and it wasn't gonna be pretty. To be honest, I feel like the visuals were a letdown from what the original season 2 trailer showed us. If you guys look back at it, it just looked incredible. It was spot on, like movie standards, literally. But it just wasn't that in the show. And at the end of the day, the graphics were still good enough, and it wasn't a big enough factor to deter me from watching it, so clearly it's fine. And also, as they literally showcase in one of the episodes, animation is clearly so time consuming. But if this is the trade-off for shorter wait time between seasons, that is completely fine with me. You guys can have stick figures up there with some yellow and blue clothing. That would be cool with me. Just get it out, you feel me? The music always hits. Even if there are only a few clearly recognizable tracks, it makes it so much more iconic when you hear the opening or the closing song, as well as Invincible's theme when he's getting a fight and he's getting his stuff whacked, but then the song comes on. Okay, it's game time. Like, you know he's about to beat him up. Like when they were on Thraxa and he's getting clapped by that one chick with a knife in her hair. Crazy combo, right? Then he just goes stupid. I'm like, come on, talk to me now. And I mean, it's just clear. Music and sound effects can elevate any project, so it's imperative you get the small things right, which I believe that Invincible has capitalized on. In conclusion, Invincible season 2 was for sure highly entertaining. It has great rewatch value. I can definitely see myself watching it again in the next couple months, and it set up so many plot lines for future scenes, which from my limited comic book knowledge, but you could tell they were planting a lot of small things that we're going to come back to later. And overall, it was definitely solid and worth the 3-year wait, but will simply not comply with another 3-year wait. That's low-key unacceptable to me. I know animation takes a long time, but I know they also have a big budget from Amazon and big studio, so I need them to keep it moving, you feel me? me. But thanks for watching. Please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You know, leave some comments on what you guys want me to react to next or give my thoughts on. And as always, have a great week, and I will see you next time.